Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are. Let's see. Last time, what did we get up to? I believe we put the hurt on a number of wolves, which means we're probably carrying, yes, wolf pelts and guts. Anything else that smells? Nothing that smells. We're going to have to eat cattails to stay alive. But ultimately, it's not so bad. Oh, I'm not even wearing my cargo pants that I repaired. Quite a bit warmer, so drop these jeans. What else? Any other inventory management I have to make? I'm overweight, but not by too much. Gotta read these books eventually. I probably picked up something else I don't even know about. But yes, I've got to sort by condition. It's always the best. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. I've got a lot of these. Right, well, let's find the bed for now. We'll catch some Z's and deal with what to do next in the morning. Jeez, this big house can't find any beds. That's a toilet. Can't sleep in the toilet. That's like Newton's first law or something. Right, so let's eat a little. We need the cattails because although they're a good emergency food, they're not as good an emergency food as the crackers or energy bars. They're not as dense. I guess they don't degrade, which is nice. But we can also pick more of them. I know there's many out there. Alright, let's drink some water. Bed. Time for a good rest. Sounds like an aurora is happening while I'm asleep. Glad that I missed it. Okay, 25 days. It's early morning. How long do we have to kill? We have probably another 10 days to kill before we can use that bear hide. We have a lot of food here. So maybe it would be wise to read our books today. Do some mending. Just think. Not too cold out. I forgot that we had these. I don't know why I ate cattails. I'm sure somebody was screaming at the screen. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. But I didn't listen. I'm going to read... I think I can read 1 hour without getting too thirsty. One of these only has an hour left, as I remember. Nope, neither of them only have an hour left. Well, alright, I'll eat and drink. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, let's learn.
Too much stuff to carry.
All right, all those crows are around all the wolves that we took care of previously. Ooh, it's cold. Are we warming up now, though? Looks like we're warming up, so maybe I'm not too worried. As long as a blizzard doesn't set in. We'll spend the whole day reading. Oh, we're gonna run out of water. Food for research. Water for research. These are things that are... It's okay with me to do this. Spend a day. In fact, as long as we... Wow, really? We're an expert. As long as we, well, we just have to kill time, really, you know? Let's see, can we get another 2 hours in? I hope so. Is it too dark? Yes. Must be too dark to do many other things, too, then, I suspect. Oh, we can eat that. Yep, that's worth it. Get our 3% clean in. I'm doing all this stuff outside to reduce the chance that I get cabin fever, which you get from staying inside too much. Anything else that I can do? Those are all prepared. I guess I can prepare these. You save 0.01 kilograms by not doing this, but frankly, it just makes my inventory management worse. I'd rather having them in the medicine tab where I can see what they do than leaving them unprepared. You know? Maybe it's a bad move. Was that a bird or a rabbit or what? It is certainly spooky out here at times. Is there anything else we should do? I would guess it's probably too dark to repair anything. Not that we're at low condition or any of these things. Right. Well, maybe it's time to go in and get some rest. Let's eat up. Gulp. I will sleep inside. As much as I'm trying to avoid cabin fever, I do not want a blizzard to kill me. This is a pretty boring ep. That's alright. Not everything can be, you know, tremendous. Is there a bed downstairs? Alright, this time I'm not going to mess up. I know the right way to go. Let's get a solid 8. Then maybe we'll head in. Still not light out, huh? Give me another hour. Then we'll head in maybe to, well, I'm in such a degree of indecision about this. Alright, let's see if it's just light enough to read. Maybe. Yes, sirree, yes, sirree. We're gonna learn that fishing, and we're gonna learn it well. I'm a novice. Gotta start somewhere. Wait, what is... If 2 is novice, what is 1? Incompetent? Right, let's, already looted everything out of here, I think. Alright. Let's plan. Got a lot of pelts curing. Got a lot of things stashed here. This is a good base. thinking... Oh, great. Excuse me. We're here in Pleasant Valley. There is a forge to make a bow down here in Desolation Point. So it might be worth our while to go to Coastal Highway, Crumbling Highway, and Desolation Point. It'll take some time. Also might be worth our while to find another bear hide now so we can make the clothes that we want to make. So I'm thinking I might start heading across Pleasant Valley, the other side, then down into Coastal Highway. Hopefully we'll find a bear or something along the way. Hopefully we'll also find maple saplings, because to my account, I do not think we have any.
I'm going to have to leave something behind.
Might also take a little bit and organize today. Let's put our tools on the tool bench. Ha ha ha. Repair kits over here.
I might have to drop some gear.
Flares can be over here. I think we have a nicely organized base in Milton that I totally abandoned as well, if my memory serves me.
Something's got to go.
The hides we will leave in here. Hides and guts. We'll need hide.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
We'll need gut to make our coat. In fact, it might be a good idea to go get some more of the gut today while the wolves are still dead. Wolves return. Although I went on a shooting spree previously,
I would do anything for a drink right now.
it won't be enough. Ooh, just got it on there. Medicine's up here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Why can't you carry more? Oh, I guess I must be crossing over the threshold of carrying too much as I'm picking up these individual things. That's funny. There we go. Something about the emergency stim doesn't sit nicely on these shelves. A lot of matches. These are very valuable if you want to live a long time. Anything else that I left? I have my cooking pots over there. These are crafting materials. We can leave them on this bench. This is all scrap, as far as I can tell. We'll want to take that with us when we go to the forge. I think that's why I brought it here in the first place. So, unfortunately, I might grab it as we walk over there. But first, I'm going to get some guts.
I need to drop something.
Actually, first, I'm going to organize some stuff a little bit more. And then I'm going to go get some guts, and then I'll walk over there. I need the wood in here. That's fine, but the can opener, that's what I wanted to put in the kitchen. Right, off we go. Now, if you're totally thirsty, if you eat thirst-inducing foods, it doesn't give you any extra penalty. You're already totally thirsty. Boy, is that whole deer gone already? Maybe we had better get moving. Although, well, let me check. What does it take to make a bear coat? 4 guts. We have 2. What does it take to make a wolf coat?
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
Oh, sorry, a bear bedroll. My mistake. 6 guts. And this takes 4. We need 10 guts total. I think we've got to harvest these wolves. Otherwise, we're in trouble. We don't have enough guts. I know you can always get more later, but I'd rather come back and have everything be... Oh, jeez. Terrible out. Rather come... Oh, yeah. Rather come back and have everything be in a good state. Okay, let's go over and get the far ones first. Yeah, weather's changing. We might get froze out here. I'm going to orient myself so that when I look up, I can just walk straight back to the farmhouse. Woo! That's cold. Let's grab another one. Walking into the wind, we're a bit slower here. Now I am a little bit worried. Oh, jeez. Yep, got to do that. Should have done this earlier. Just in case we attract... There's no predators nearby. I think we made the most of them. But just in case we attract a far-away predator, I want to be prepared. Or that old bear shows back up. I can't remember how many days ago we felled him. Can't be too many. But, you know what they say, where there's one gigantic angry bear, there's also another. Ad infinitum. I say we go inside, we warm up, and we make a break for that other house. You hear that silo shaking in the wind. Yeah, like that. Well, not quite like that. I should have just gone into the door, but pride, I suppose. There's something satisfying about going in the front door of a place. Alright, we'll drop all those in here. And let's just tear up a curtain to pass some time while we warm up. Or 2. Probably don't need all this cured leather. We definitely don't need all this cloth. Right. So if we're heading over that way... How is this cured leather at low condition? How did that happen? I didn't think they could do that. That's a curiosity. Oh, I remember. I think it was once fresh leather. Yes. Drop a piece of fur. Is there anything we want to leave before we go on our expedition? I think we should leave some boxes of crackers here as a junk food reserve. Right, we'll take the rest. What else can we leave? We'll leave our casings in this desk. Nothing we can do with them now. Reload our rifle. Rather just have that as a stick. Got fishing gear, got a sewing kit, I've got a crappy firearm cleaning kit, which you may get some use out of. Really, I just want to use it up. Our firearms are in a good enough condition we can withstand a long walk. Got emergency supplies, matches. Alright, now, let's take on too much scrap metal. Whew. And, set out. Here we go. Wait, do I only have one flare on
I'm
me?
gonna have to leave something behind.
I need two. I'll also fill up my lamp. Unless... Yes, it's got enough. Alright. Whew. Here we go. I'll do my little save dance. I'm always paranoid about things saving. You know, I was playing a game one time, and I was up to a couple hundred days, and somehow the save got corrupted by walking in and out too much. So I'm always wary. I wonder if maybe, since this is something that presumably my viewers are highly emotionally invested in, if I should take the necessary steps to back up the save. Some people would say that's cheating. But, you know, if I die, I die. It's just dying to a blue screen or a power failure or whatever else the game decides is an improper shutdown. You know, that stings. That stings. There's no fault of your own involved there, you know? Take a little detour to see if there's any cattails I missed. Understandably, there are not. I got cattail fever. Isn't that sort of a... I don't know. I believe... You know, despite the blizzardy conditions out here, it's actually fairly warm. Which I suppose is... Oh, these rocks tricked me. Oh, no. Worth the walk. Worth the walk. Probably not. Probably burn 200 calories going to get 150. But I don't have any. Yep, I don't have any venison on me. Well, there's something. Probably a wolf. Am I carrying anything distasteful? No. So we will just take it easy and go around it. Boy, this is a treacherous spot, isn't it? I'll make my home here in this open barn. That'd be a good, like, challenge. The open barn challenge. I'm wondering if I should even go to this barn or not. I think that I should. It's a nice spot, but there are often lots of wolves and bears around it, which is why I'm hesitant. I'd really like to get over to town. Do I have a pry bar on me? I don't. Well, you can't win them all. Maybe there'll be a pry bar in the barn. Now that would be serendipitous. Grab it over there. This barn is a great place to hole up for a long time. It's not a bear. Okay. Except for the fact that extreme paranoia sets in, and you think that every hay bale is a bear. That's the, I would say that's a downside. But you have rabbits over there, there's deer over there. There's a bear to the north. You can go get birch bark. There's a moose, usually over by the river. There is a bed inside the car. There's a car outside if you need to sit in there and pass some cabin fever time. It's got a workbench. Lots of places to store things. Oh, here we go. This is delicious. 3 arrows? You know, that might be enough to kickstart us if we can find a bow in here. We might not need to go to Desolation Point after all. The biggest challenge of a bow is not the bow itself. You really just need 1 sapling for that. It's the arrowheads. Okay, sulfur I will leave for now. I think it would be ideal to use my light for exploring this place. Just to make sure we don't miss anything. More quality tools. We can actually, let's pick everything up and drop stuff off in a collated manner. We can drop it by this shelf at the entrance. Yes, there's an indoor fire barrel. It's very useful. If there was an outdoor fire barrel, this place might be undefeated in terms of its amenities. The only downside is you have to live in Pleasant Valley, which is quite cold, but telling you how to grow plants. Well, I guess it's useful if you need to do that sort of thing.
Just what I need.
That is useful. If we need to generate a lot of scrap metal. I'd like to try and leave it by the forge if we do go over there. It would be nice to make a lot of arrowheads. More than perhaps we could ever use. Also just would be neat to be mobile in this game, you know? Ah, yes, here's my bar regret. And as punishment, both of the other lockers will likely be empty, yes.
What have we here?
Okay, alright. Well, something to eat. Although, things in the rusty category, I don't know how I feel about that. Well, there's no goodies here that don't know. We may come back to the barn. There's nothing that, besides the arrows, that made me, you know, lose my mind. Before it gets too dark, I think it might be wise to just move on. How heavy am I? Yes, I'd like to drop some weight. Let's leave these. And we also can leave some of the cured leather we picked up. Anything else that's easily ditchable that we picked up? Oh boy. These dog foods are in bad shape. I will try to eat that one, I suppose. Right. Let's head onward with our heavy self. They're giving me tips about Black Rock, but I'm in Pleasant Valley. Shouldn't they give me tips about Pleasant Valley? Okay. There's not a bow hidden over here or anything, is there? No, but there is a wolf. Looks like just straw. Let's move on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a fine day in the morning. He says stop blizzarding. We've had, you know, I don't say this not remembering what it was like on Signal Hill, where it could have been awful. But in the last, whatever, couple days, we've had surprisingly good weather for Pleasant Valley. It probably means that we're due some sort of horrible blizzard. You know, in ancient times, weathermen had no power to predict the weather. They didn't have Doppler or things like that. And so what was done was that the weathermen, and I know weather people is more accurate now, but then really it was a job reserved for men. So the weathermen of the time would stand around and sarcastically announce, "Oh, I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow," or in whatever, you know, language they would. It wasn't necessarily English. They were all over Central Europe. In fact, probably very few were English. They would announce this, and is that a wolf or a bear? I guess it's a wolf. It just seems to be moving oddly. Keep in mind they're over there. Right, and the, you know, natural laws of irony would then, perhaps kick in and encourage some sort of... Do I have any cans on me for boiling? At least I have the dog food. The natural laws of irony would kick in and encourage rain. Okay, wolves over there, town over here. Scary. So yeah, that's a cool thing about weathermen. There are some jobs, like, I guess, is there a gender disparity in weather people currently? Because the weather guy and the weather lady are both tropes. Like, there are stereotypes about both. Well, there is not a stereotype about a non-binary weathercaster, though that would be something to start, you know, creating in an awakened world of ours. But for men and women, stereotypes exist for both in terms of what their weathercasting style and what it consists of, you know, what their weathercasting is like. Pardon me for a second. Books, cloth, books, cloth, books. Well, a little bit of a bust, I must say. It's kind of went for gold and jewels. But, you know, it's fine. Not everything has to be, you know, a building that helps me survive. I guess there can just be things that waste my time. That's fine. I'm being zen about it. What do we got?
This stuff will come in handy.
That's worth it. This house is destroyed. I'm gonna look in here just in case there's a fry bar. Well, I'm gonna look in here anyway. I want to look in all of these houses, if I can.
That'll come in handy.
Lamp oil. Yes, sir. Something to tear up. There's some additional cloth. Something to burn first. Okay, that's at a high enough condition. I would consider eating them. Ooh, doo, doo, doo. You know, in the tooltip there, it suggests that improvised explosives have become a currency at the prison region. That seems very difficult to... Oh. Take a toque. Don't mind if I toque. Seems very difficult to... Like, what...
This'll
One
come in handy.
improvised explosive device is so valuable. You would need something else to... Something is dead right here. Probably a guy. You would need something else to make change. You know? You certainly... I mean, maybe you could trade one for a pack of cigarettes. But you certainly wouldn't trade one for one cigarette.
Could end up being useful.
And so... Let's say somebody has a nice watch. And it's not quite so nice that you would trade two, but it's... You know, you see what I'm saying? You wouldn't just trade one because it's nicer than that. I'll pick it up. You need a smaller unit. You need something that is... I mean, you can, of course, go on ad infinitum. And modern banking systems do.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Fractional cents and things like that. What is this? Is this the crossing? Oh, that's a pickaxe. Is this a Minecraft reference? Not that funny, Griffin. I guess what is... Maybe there's a barrier. There's an activation barrier to trading in prison life. That is, if this thing
Can't
that
have
I'm
too much
trading
water.
is not even worth one improvised explosive device, it's not worth the hassle. You know, I'd rather not attract the attention of the guard or whatever. And maybe in America, things are more lax, and in this frostbitten Canadian prison, an explosive device is that's the barrier. And in America, it's a cigarette. Or maybe, you know,
All this gear is slowing me down.
envisions a world in which anti-smoking campaigns have been more successful, and people, you know, cigarettes usually become money because they have an intrinsic value, and also they're, you know, prevalent. People have them, so they're ready to trade. No one smokes, you know, it's
I think I can use this.
hard to convince people that's a viable currency. Wow, a new simple bargain. These wool? Yes,
What have we
sir.
here?
Don't worry, I'm gonna go drop all this stuff off in the community hall in a moment. I know people are worried seeing me getting more and more weighed down by possessions, man. Can't let your possessions control you. Imagine a world where nobody has any improvised explosive devices at all, man. We'd all be free. Isn't that one of the tenets? Isn't that one of the ideas proposed in Imagine? That there's no money. So that's why this is funny, what I'm saying. Alright. Yeah, I want to go over there, but I'm not going over there right now. I won't be able to walk back. Whew. Welcome home. Oh, it's echoey in here. It's a nice, nice touch. Yeah, I don't often spend a lot of time in the old community hall. Just drop these temporarily. We will be staying the night here. And we may boil up some water, depending on how much we're actually holding. I think the big heavy thing is we have a lot of clothes that we're not actually, let's just swap those socks right now. Yep. Anything else? Jeans. What does the French call them? Jeans. Drop a couple liters of water. What else can we drop? This crappy lantern. We're carrying a lot, aren't we? Let's drop all our cloth for a moment, too. And our wood. Alright, that should be enough. We can go ransack the store and come back. Now there has been in the past, so there may be again, a bear over on the other side of this bridge. Something to watch out for. Or, alternatively, to be excited about.
I could use this.
I wonder if maybe I should go over there right now and check it out, and then do the store, because it's closer later. I think that sounds like a good idea. Any sodas in here? Nope. Keep an eye out for any suspicious bear-like movement. Yep. Yep, sirree. If I could wing him, we could have a, wing him, wait for him to run off. He's spend the night in that house over there. Boy, this is looking more and more dangerous, isn't it? Can I hit him from here? The problem is if I hit him from here and he has spotted me, he will charge. I might try to lure him across the bridge. It's too far a shot, I'm too tired. Oh, this is tense. Alright, so the plan is to get a good shot off and duck in the car. Here we go. Right. Just gonna sleep an hour maybe. Just to try and let that bear move around on his own.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
And I have no sign of him. I don't see him, folks. In all likelihood, if we can find him in the morning, I'm gonna go sleep in that house over there. We will have ourselves another pelt in 12 days. And we have both our pelts in one region of the country. I forgot this trunk. That's why I'm going back. I've not lost my mind. We'll eat junk food today. We'll try to find a deer tomorrow. Sounds like there's a lot of wolves around here still, though. Do a quick loot. There's some delicious junk food.
Don't want to run out of water.
That's right. It turns out, after years of extensive research and thousands dead of dehydration, you need water to live.
I'll be hungry later.
Did I get everything? Oh no. That's probably too heavy to carry around, but it's good to have one.
This stuff will come in handy.
It's see anything I have to make repairs to. There is a procedure to searching a place. There is a tactic and a strategy. There is an involved consideration in how a place is searched and how the resources are recovered from such an area. There is a certain dignity to drinking toilet water that those who have never done it will never understand.
That'll come in handy.
Well, let's eat, drink, and say goodnight. I don't really want to eat that. I'll eat chips. I don't think chips can make you sick. Prepare to find out that I'm wrong, though. I'm not eating these low sardines. Those will definitely make you sick. But, this is less calorie dense. I'll eat this.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Don't worry. Soup helps. Finally, I'll drink my soda. And some of that water we got out of the toilet. Yum, 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 yum. I mean, it's clean enough. Alright, let's get some rest. As much as we can, really. We'll go for that bear tomorrow. Well, it's early in the morning. But I think I'm going to end the episode here. Next time, we'll go after that bear. So stay tuned. See you then.